So Tommy, thanks for joining me again. It's another slightly wet Thursday. There seem to be a lot of those lately. And again, it's just you and I, no press again. After Gloucester, what was the thoughts and your feelings on the game?
Well, we move on from it as quickly as we move on from any other game we've had, to be honest with you. I felt it was a game that we should have taken something from, but we didn't. The reasons are, not just one end of the pitch, it's both ends of the pitch. We didn't score enough at that end, and we let too many in at that end, and we haven't done that too often this season. We look obviously a little bit more in depth than that, and we had some really good chances. The goalie made a couple of really good saves. We were a little bit profligate on occasions, so we didn't put the amount of chances to bed that we should have done. We knew that, but I just felt the goals we conceded also wasn't good enough collectively as defensively. So that combination doesn't usually win your games, and it proved right. And that's basically what I've said to the lads. We need to get back straight on the horse like we did the last time we suffered a defeat. And if we can respond in the same manner as we did the last time, then I'll be delighted.
It would be a good return on Saturday to get that one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we had the same opposition that we lost against in the next game. This is slightly different, but it's a free hit for us. It's a game we've been looking forward to, albeit at the back of our head. And we were talking as a staff, and I don't think it was the case, but quite often, and I've been involved in games where there's a big game on the horizon, like an FA Cup game, that people tend to take feet off gas and things like that. But I don't think that was the case last Saturday. I thought there was a culmination of things. The pitch being one, it's their surface. The dimensions of the pitch were very, very narrow. That meant there was a lot of ball off the pitch and a lot of ball off the pitch for a long time. So that was a little frustrating, but that's been quite commonplace, I think, this season for us so far. But I don't think that'll be the case Saturday. I think it will be a fast and energetic football match. So one we're looking forward to.
Fantastic. There was a few questions raised on social media about replacing Ponch with Callum McFadden. Anything behind that? They were saying it seemed weird and
as the Queen says, no comment.
How have the players responded on the journey back? Were they heads down? Were they miserable?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a few choice words actually in the dressing room. Not from myself, I've got to say. I think a couple of the lads, a couple of the ones who actually felt, and quite rightly, that they were at the level that they've set themselves, and they felt that there was one or two of the lads around them didn't quite do that, and the air was cleared brilliantly. I then spoke afterwards and said, look, that stays here, it doesn't come on the bus, and the bus was fine. There's some tired legs, obviously, long old trip back, but there's no hangover or anything like that. It's like I said, we dust off and go again after every game we've had, whether we've won, lost or drawn it. So, it's firmly in there in terms of what we did right and what we didn't do so well, but that's where it'll stay, until we play them again, and we might remind them that we weren't quite at it the day we went to Gloucester.
And thinking about the weekend and Doncaster, how's the preparations gone, and how's that sitting with you and the boys?
Yeah, well, the preps have gone well. I mean, we can't recreate the stadium and the fans that will be in there, hopefully, but we're really looking forward to it. I mean, it'll be a great day out for the people of Kings Lynn who are going to come and support us, and I believe there's going to be numerous amounts of them, so I'm really pleased about that. But for our lads or some of our lads probably haven't experienced that stadium and that environment, atmosphere, quality of the pitch. So I'm really looking forward to it. The players have trained really well all week, and I'm sure they're looking forward to it. Obviously, we don't want to be somebody, a statistic. We don't want to just turn up and say, oh yeah, remember when Kings Lynn came to Doncaster Rovers. We want to play a part in the game. We want people to sit up and have a look at what we're doing from the beginning of the season. Is no fluke. We have a way of playing. We want to leave our mark on the game, and ultimately we want to be in the hat on Monday the same as Doncaster Rovers do.
And thinking about your history in management and coaching, have you prepared teams for games like this before? How do you approach that that's different to a league game?
I think you've got to get a balance right between over-respecting or over-thinking the opposition because they're from a higher level. Usually, game to game in this league this season, we've been able to say, we feel we can be fitter, faster and stronger for longer than most of the teams we've played against. But this isn't the case this week. We're going to go toe-to-toe with a proper professional outfit, with, you know, its history steeped in Football League. So from that point of view, the guy in charge, and Danny, he's a young, energetic manager. He's had a good start to his tenure there at Donny, and he's got a particular brand of football he wants to play. So I think it's all when you put all the ingredients into the melting pot, I think it's going to be a really good game. Like I said, they've had an upturn in form. We've done well for the start of the season, and let's hope we both hit top form. I think we'd have to be at our best, and I think they'd have to be a year or two out for us to win. But you know, that's the beauty of the FA Cup. You know, everybody realises, you know, in the first couple of rounds we had Bedford, who ran us close at our place, and we had to finish the job at theirs, and then we had Ashington, who from a lot further down the pyramid came and gave us a real good game, and we managed to see ourselves through that. So listen, they'll be saying all the right things. They'll not want to be a statistic, they'll not want to be an upset, but someone's going to get upset at the weekend, and if we can be part of that process, then great. But it's not something that we're going to be crowing about. It's just going to be another game, and there's another opposition, and we're going to go about our work the way we do.
And thinking about the work that you do and the fitness of the squad going into the game, any concerns, any worries, any new additions, any changes?
We've had a couple of lads into train this week who've impressed. Whether they'll be involved in the match day squad on Saturday, I'm yet to make my mind up. Other than that, we're probably similarly sized in terms of what we had for last weekend. So there'll not be any additions other than the lads that we had in terms of the in-house squad. That's about it, really. Yeah, not a great deal to talk about on that front.
Well, in an ideal world, we sit here next Thursday and we're in the draw for the next round, one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the message is always that, you know, it's not about being banging your chest and shouting from rooftops and being so arrogant or crass as to think we should win the football game. We've got a chance. There's two teams in it. You know, we both got 11 men on a pitch, 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs. As Alan Ball used to say, unless they had 3 somewhere that you shouldn't, then they'll be the same as you. So from that point of view, we will approach this game in a confident manner because, you know, on the balance of things, we've had a really positive start to the season, and I think the players are in a good place mentally, physically, and they'll certainly be prepared tactically for what will be a very different puzzle, and it's a conundrum we're going to try and crack. But like I said, the message will be try and be in a hat on Monday.